Yemen's conflict continues to intensify, and the country's existence now hangs in the balance. That was the urgent warning issued by Secretary General Ban Ki-moon this week in Geneva as consultations got underway, aiming to reach a political solution to the crisis.
We don't have a moment to lose. In Yemen's case, the ticking clock is not a timepiece, it's a time bomb. The parties have a responsibility to end the fighting and begin a real process of peace and reconciliation.
As fighting continues throughout the country, reports are emerging of a deteriorating humanitarian situation. Nearly 1,500 civilians have lost their lives over the past 3 months. A further 3,500 have been injured, and the country's water, sanitation, and healthcare systems have all but collapsed. Despite the grim data, Mr. Ban says the political will to reach a solution is there, and that there is reason to hope.
Unlike other crises, the permanent members of the Security Council are united. We must make the most of the momentum of opportunity.
60 million people. The world's refugee population has reached shocking new heights. According to the latest Global Trends report released this week by the UN Refugee Agency, 1 out of every 122 humans is now either a refugee, internally displaced, or seeking asylum, a record high caused by a global surge in war, conflict, and persecution.
Things really are getting out of control simply because this world seems to be a world at war. When an escalation becomes so staggering, there is not only a quantitative change. The world becomes different, a much more dangerous world with much more dramatic humanitarian consequences.
In the past 5 years alone, at least 15 conflicts have erupted or reignited, the report says, provoking mass exoduses as millions seek shelter and safety elsewhere. Adding to the grim totals, the UN agency also confirms that over half of the world's refugees are children.
The world became a mess, and if people think that humanitarians can clean up the mess, they are wrong. We no longer have the capacity to pick up the pieces. More and more people are suffering, and more of the people that are suffering have no chance to get protection or support because we no longer have the resources to do so.
A focus on political solutions, responsive and flexible operations, stronger partnerships. These are some of the essential shifts that are needed as the United Nations adjusts to new global realities. This according to the report of the high-level panel set up by Secretary General Ban Ki-moon to review the state of UN peace operations and the emerging needs of the future. Presenting the report, the chair of the panel and former Timorese President José Ramos Horta highlighted the need for a stronger push for prevention, as well as an earlier engagement by the Security Council to address emerging threats.
Peace is not achieved nor sustained by military or technical engagements alone. But often solutions can be found only through patient, steady political engagement. So there has to be always the primacy of politics guiding peace operations.
The review comes 15 years after the release of the groundbreaking Brahimi report, named after longtime UN advisor and renowned Algerian diplomat Lakhdar Brahimi, who chaired a similar high-level panel that examined UN peace operations. Mr. Ban said he would study the report carefully and work with member states to carry out its proposals.
United Nations peace deployments are at the highest level in history. This panel has given us valuable ideas to rise to new challenges. Now we are moving quickly to strengthen our ability to help secure lasting peace.